All right. Hi, guys. Welcome, welcome. Happy Hump Day and happy Wednesday. I am sitting here trying to get myself all focused and grounded, and all the energy has been incredible today. And um, I can't wait to see how these readings are. A bit kind of chaotic. Just had kind of a crazy experience with a neighbor. So, oh man, that's a long story. But anyways, I'm so excited to be here on A1R Psychic Radio and the always and forever beautiful Moonstruck TV. I am your mini medium, and I seriously cannot believe. I'll tell you how, for one thing, I was thinking today how fast that the year has gone by, but here we are. It's uh, almost November, but um, I the dreaded C word, as I call it, so Christmas coming, and I think someone reminded me, um, that it's like so many shopping days, and I just thought, oh my gosh, where has the year gone? But my point of that is that time is such a thief, so just be present, and I'm really trying myself to learn not to stress about the future or what's to come, or how am I going to be ready for it this year? Because I swear, I don't know, maybe many of you are the same as me, but I am a procrastinator. That's the Gemini in me. So I'm literally always last minute with so many things. So, but it's how I function. It's weird. It's how I get by and be more successful. I know that sounds so crazy, but it's kind of really random squirrel moment story. But when I used to bartend and serve, I bartended in Scottsdale, Arizona for a little while. And I was always on my game when it was like super busy and we were, just slammed. But when it was slow, not, I was not there. I was just not my best. So it's just kind of weird how we all can um, work, through different times of chaos, or or maybe you're one that thrives better when you can just sit and focus and have calmness, but not this Gemini, not me. So anyhow, but the veil between us and the spiritual realm is so thin right now, my friends. But readings have just been so mind blowing lately, and just been channeling some beautiful souls. And I just did an event this last Saturday at a local bar here in Utah, and I'll tell you the messages that I was getting that were so specific, with names coming through. I mean, just it was, I can't even. I'm speechless with some of the stuff, But I sometimes scare myself. Let me just tell you that. Sometimes I scare myself. So, um, but I'm excited to see how that carries into today and tonight with on my show, and then also tonight after the podcast is over here, and at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, which is 10 p.m. Eastern, and that is, I'm learning all of these. So me 9 p.m. Central, and then that is 7 p.m. Pacific time. These are all the U.S. times. So, but I will be on my YouTube channel, which is Mini Medium 75. Mini Medium 75. So subscribe to my YouTube channel. And every Wednesday night, for the most part, I do a couple hours of free readings and just channel spirits, or channel your spirit guides. This last Wednesday, I'm telling you what, my friends, you've got to go watch this, the, the last episode on my YouTube channel. I literally was shocked. So we had a beautiful soul of a husband that came through so quickly, and he had just passed 6 hours prior to this, and so a very new soul, which is very unheard of. It's not common when you channel loved ones in spirit from a medium's perspective. So there was such intention on his part of wanting to give a message of healing to this beautiful wife, and they had been married for many, many years. So, anyhow, just incredible. And the same thing happened this last Saturday at my event that I just did. So, like I said, hop on the YouTube. Yeah, how's that for an accent? Hop on the YouTube channel, subscribe. But you can also watch on Facebook, and my Facebook is just simply Mini Medium because I do stream to there as well. But much easier in a sense, I feel, to go through the YouTube just because you don't get a lot of the scamming type peoples, the trolls as they call them. So, but anyhow, super excited to see how tonight is and just that veil being so thin and what messages come through tonight. And of course, it gets thinner and thinner the closer we get to the end of October. So even more to come. All right. So the number that I've been really drawn to today. So some of you, if this is the first time ever listening to my show, uh, during the day I will start to have downloads, and those numbers or downloads will be connected to a soul with their date of passing, year of passing, age. Could be your guides connecting directly with who I'm going to be reading tonight. So the number that has been so strong, and it's been two numbers again tonight, but the number 18, so 1 8, and then the number 54. So how this connects would be the 18th of the month of any month. The year 2018 has been a very significant year. Could be the age of 18, January 8th. This is how souls come through 18 years ago. So every time these numbers come in, they always connect with my callers, either on my podcast or later as I'm, doing readings through my free readings every Wednesday night. And then 54 would be someone age of 54, born in 1954, May 4th. So the 5 and the 4 being the specific date of May 4th. So we'll kind of see how that meshes with, the callers tonight, or even, um, my brain is all over the place, or my YouTube live tonight. So we'll see how that comes about. Now, I decided to pick the number 18th card um, uh, within this beautiful oracle deck, or these are actually affirmations. Corrected. So the affirmation for today for everybody out there, I did pull the 18th card, like I said, says, I choose happy and loving thoughts. I feel good and express love for myself and others. So, again, I choose happy and loving thoughts. It's all that beautiful energy that we really need to be mindful of as we put it out in the universe. And then that same energy as it comes back. And this year, like I've said before, it's coming back tenfold. So that energy comes back as I feel good and express love for myself and others. So that beautiful, just, give and take, and that beautiful flow of energy that we really need to be mindful of. Do you ever notice when you're around people that are very negative, or woe is me, nothing's working out, that as you're with those people that, whether it's intentional or unintentional on their part, it just affects your energy, right? It's maybe a lack of better words, it's like a virus and it just spreads. So I always say if you're around that kind of energy and you're not wanting to, contract that, virus per se, then protect your energy. Imagine yourself with a big bright white light is what I really try to do. Wear your stones, your crystals, as I'm always loaded up. That can really help. Meditation, getting yourself grounded. So, uh, as mediums, or as psychics for that matter, we really have to be very mindful of that, because most of the time, if not all the time, we are very much very empathic beings, and just we say it's a blessing and a curse. It's a blessing and a curse, my friends, but more blessings, that's for sure. All right. Well, with that said, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to take my first caller, and I have Bonnie. Bonnie's from Canada. Hi, Bonnie. This is Mini Medium. How are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing so great, my friend. Thank you for asking. How can I help you tonight?
Um, I would just kind of been waiting for a long, long time to see if my future will uh turn around and than what it has been. I don't know much longer I have to
Yeah.
wait.
Oh, goodness. Isn't it, I know it's a cliche saying, but, they say that good things come to those who wait and patience is a virtue. And I always sit there and think, well, that's great, but I'm not very virtuous. And so
Mm.
I don't know how much longer I can be patient and wait. So I get it, my friend. I completely get it. And, the human side wants, that immediate gratification. And whether, I mean, immediate can be, so, you know, broad per se. So it's, immediate could be, gosh, it'll take 5 years, immediate could be 5 minutes. But, it's putting out the trust um, out in the universe per se, or trust in God or whoever you feel your higher power. And just once we put that beautiful energy out there, trust, then that's really where, as I see it, the universe will go, oh, okay, well, Bonnie is responding and reacting and the way that that we feel is appropriate or that she's ready. So we're going to bring all this good energy their way. And I know it sounds easier said than done, but I'll tell you, I'm actually going to pull a few cards for you, but I was just mentioning about the energy that we put out there, how important it is, and uh, we really can manifest, everything in our life. We're that powerful.
Hmm.
I think a lot of people, don't necessarily realize the magnitude of their abilities in that sense. So, and you, my beautiful friend, as I'm picking up on some of your cards here, I'm smiling because what I'm seeing is actually a really good sign. But you really do have a pretty good mindset, as I'm feeling. We all get in those ruts, the human side of the negative energy, which that's just the human side. We all do. I don't care who you are. So,
Hmm.
but I'm going to tell you some things that I feel, maybe some, uh, some advice, but also some excitement for future stuff. Now, I'm very transparent in my readings. I tell people I don't sugarcoat things. I'm very honest. I'll tell you what you need to hear. Maybe not what you want to hear sometimes, but that's
Yeah.
what we need in your life, right? So, um,
Yeah.
I, you know, I really feel so here in the last, boy, I'm telling you, I'm going as far back as, uh, yeah, I'm going as far back. Oh, that makes sense. Tell me,
Uh,
2018.
I'm having a really hard time
Yeah.
hearing. Yeah, I don't know if it's a bad connection or not, but um,
Oh no. Okay.
yeah,
I'll,
I'm having a hard time hearing what you're saying.
okay. I'll talk louder. Maybe if that helps. I'll talk louder. So, um, 2018, 2018. If I take you back to 2018, um, tell me, does that year resonate with you as a time of change or some pretty significant things that have happened to you?
2018? No, no.
Okay, I want you to just kind of think about that time. I mean, we're, what, how many years ago was that? About 6 years ago. Uh, Here's why, because I do feel when I was picking up that number 18 earlier, it came up again. So for me, this is really connecting with you. I don't feel I'm going back to when you were 18 years old. I do feel I'm going back, unless we're going back 18 years ago, which would be 2006, so it's been some time. But when you get the moment to just kind of, marinate and kind of resonate with some of the stuff we're bringing up in your reading, I want you to think about that time and what happened in your life. And really, everything happens for us and not to us. So, what happened for you that maybe seemed to be maybe a bit difficult to handle. It may have been traumatic, whatever it may be. I feel that's almost the sense of where the beginning of the energy of things that just seem to be snowballing from there. So go back to that time and just kind of think about that. You don't have to worry about it now, but after we get done with your reading here, because as I'm really picking up on that, I feel that that's the shadow work, as we call it, to really look into and face, be mindful of, and really start healing and working on. Um, you had a very significant change around that time. That's where I just, I want you to think about that. um, Future wise, some things I want you to look forward to, I guess, if you will. Here in the next, I'm really going out about 4 months, which I know that seems to be out of ways, but does that put us at about February, March time? Um, I want you to just be mindful of even some changes financially, because I do feel that the sign of money comes in, but even more abundant. So you've got some, February, March time, um, some things financially to look forward to, if you will. Um, now, another thing too that I keep saying for you is some family um, resolution. Is there been some kind of disconnect with some family right now?
Disconnect?
Yeah, just or family just hasn't been communicating very well.
That's correct. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I do feel like that's going to come to a resolution. Things are going to start getting better right about that time as well. So about the February March time of next year. So just
Hmm.
you know be mindful for that. Okay, as that comes. But uh, you know, I know I have another caller waiting, my friend. But I think the biggest thing I want to tell you that I see that is, I would say, a significant factor is just
Yeah.
trying the best you can to look at things in a more optimistic way. Also, you are such an empathetic, just a beautiful soul that a lot of people's opinions and, you know, um, people's opinions affect you, and that it's time to just kind of, focus on what is worth putting your energy into and what is not. And that I feel is going to be a huge shift in what comes for you in the future. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
So watch for that time, though, about February, March, for these good changes to come. You've got about 4 months, not too long.
Okay.
All right, my friend. Well, I hope that gives you some, hope and excitement for what's to come. But I'll be sending you lots of good positive energy my way. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome, my friend. Have a good night.
You too. Bye bye. Thanks.
Okay. Hey, bye bye. All right, guys. I think we got enough time to grab another caller. And I believe it's this Tracy from Nevada. Hi,
Yes.
Tracy. This is Mini Medium. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Good. How can I help you tonight, my friend?
Well, I recently had somebody pass in the family. Well, quite a few people have passed in the past couple of years. But where am I? I don't know where I'm heading. I'm kind of stuck in where I'm going, and career wise, family wise. Just looking for some guidance.
Sure. Sure. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Let me. And first off, I just want to send you, my love and condolences for your losses. I feel like that. I hate the saying that they come in threes, or people say, it's like you get that energy of stuff going, and it feels like it has to come in threes. And boy, I'll tell you, I'm not a fan of that saying. So, but again, like I was mentioning earlier, we do have so much control over what happens in our life through how our energy reacts and responds. And so just some encouragement as I see for you, some guidance is really. I love the saying that everything happens for you and not to you. Once we get in that victim mode and that mindset of, gosh, nothing's working out, everything's happening to me, then the universe goes, all right, well, here you go. I'm going to send a whole lot
Right.
more your way. So, but, I and your question's a lot like my last caller. And yeah, I'm telling both of you, you're not the only ones. I probably do 10 to 15 readings a week. And, you know, probably 80% of them are in that same boat per se of, gosh, when are things going to change? When is my life going
Right.
to shift? And, and we're in especially here in the US, we're in such a very difficult, energetic part of the year, especially with elections and all that stuff. And I never talk politics because I hate it. So, but
Mhm.
but I do feel that's contributing to a lot of the reasons why people are feeling the way that they are. So, I'll tell you, the first thing I was really drawn to was some relationships in your life. I know you had mentioned career, and what's really interesting, I feel like they're meshing together. So when I'm seeing relationships in your life and then career, relationships are really a very important, very significant. And what happens in that part of your life is affecting your career. Might sound weird right now, but but stick with me here because I feel like even as you go through the rest of this year, it may even make more sense. But um, do you work with numbers in your career? I cannot get numbers out
Right.
of my head with you.
I'm a nurse.
Okay, okay, beautiful. Okay, so you have that very beautiful healing energy too. So,
Right.
and healers are your nurses and those who work in the medical field. So, um, but you've been doing this quite a long time. And how long have you been doing, or how long have you been in the nursing field?
20 years.
20 years. Wow, that's awesome. I love it. Um, and here's why I asked, because even with your career, I feel that unless you just had this happen coming very soon, my friend, you have a change in the scope of your work, where it may not be so clinical as it is more of the back end or the front end of things, to where whether it's a charge nurse or whether it's doing what they call it, where I used to work in with a very large medical health organization here in Utah, but where they do a lot of the cases, to help people get to certain therapy places. I can't remember what they caseworker, case
Like
manager.
case management.
Um,
Uh-huh.
yeah, yeah, that's the direction I feel I see you heading. So, or
Mhm.
unless you're there already, because it's so soon.
No, not yet.
Um, Hey, you watch for that, my friend. It's coming because it's such a pinnacle moment right now for you of like, all right, I'm ready to kind of slow down when it comes to more of the physical part of your job versus, it's like, oh, okay, well, I want to apply all of my knowledge, but we're going to do it in a different way. And that's
Mhm.
really where I see it heading. More money, maybe, I don't know, but either way, it's going to give so much more time back to you to be able to contribute to the relationships in your life. That's where it's
Do
meshed
you think
with
that'll
people.
come through like neighbors that I know with the
Oh,
with being like an office manager?
absolutely. And that's why the relationship part of it is that do you see how that's kind of coming full circle? It's, the
Mhm.
relationship with neighbors, relationship with, I just, yeah. And I want you to be mindful of your energy, the things you're saying, how you're
Mhm.
responding to certain people, because they'll really feed off of that. And then that'll get communicated to others. And, it's like when I was in the hiring world, I would tell, the younger kids, younger applicants, be careful what you post on social media because that can come back and bite you in the butt. because
Mhm.
they're starting to look into that. Same thing about be careful where your close knit of friends or you're networking because the things that you say can come around full circle. So that's where I
Mhm.
feel the relationship part is very important for you. So yes, absolutely, that can very much stem uh, from the neighbors, from friends, Uh, but boy, I would really get ready for this to happen pretty dang soon, as I'm seeing it. So if you've already had your feelers out there and it's been something you've been thinking about and trying to manifest, keep
Mhm.
doing that. Keep doing that.
Now,
Okay.
do you think this job that I accepted is going to be the right? It probably is not the right, but it's like a stepping stone then.
Yes, 100%. It's like I say to people that the universe will bring certain, open doors your way, and it may not be the the permanent door that you need to go through, but you got to go through
Mhm.
that one to get to the next one and to the next one. So yes, 100%. This will be just that stepping stone or milestone moment, of change. That way you can get to the next as we see it coming. And just keeping that positive mindset with it, even if it's not exactly what you had hoped for, but at least looking at the positive, what it's going to give back to you. I really feel like
Mhm.
that's where you're going to see these, you know, you doing what you're hoping to do here in the next few years. So, yes, absolutely, my friend.
Okay. And do you see that my husband may end up getting work or anything like that? Where's our relationship heading to?
And yeah, that again, that's meshing with the relationship part, right? Where I feel like, the saying happy wife, happy life, which I always giggle about that. But when you're happy and you're secure, that'll come in with him and where he'll have that motivation, if you will, or drive to put out the energy to get a job that he wants. So
Okay.
so yeah, just kind of, watch where that's coming in.
Okay.
But I've got about 30 seconds left in my show, my friend, but I hope this helps you and gives you some
Well,
excitement
thank
for
you.
what's to come. You're so welcome. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much,
I
Bonnie.
hope. Thank you. You take care, and I hope you have a great night. Love and light to you.
Oh, you as well, my friend. Thank you. Bye bye. All right, you guys. I just realized I called her the first gal's name. See, I told you this is all of the crazy energy that comes in. Like my common sense brain shuts down and my channeling brain goes in overdrive. But anyhow, such a fun night. It always goes by so fast. So you guys, please go follow me on my Instagram. It's Mini Medium 75. Facebook is Mini Medium, or my website is mini-medium.com. And I'll see you guys next week. Okay. Bye, guys.